Hey y'all, I'm back, honey. I'm back and I'm ready to get into some basketball wives just a little bit, okay? Because y'all know it has been a very interesting season so far, and it's only been 2 episodes, and the ladies are working as if the show is about to get canceled, okay? So understand Jennifer has gotten married to this guy named Christian Gold who does some type of trading that people believe he is involved in some type of scams and stuff, all right? Not to mention he's had a DV situation with his ex-girlfriend slash baby mama. He recently got married to Jennifer Williams and child, the people have had a lot to say. More specifically, Miss Evelyn Lozada. All right. Evelyn Lozada, who has been a close friend of Jen's for many a years. They came onto this show together. They fell out, got back together, then fell out. And then it looks like they got back together. Now they falling out yet again, all over who Jennifer chose to marry. Now, how I feel about it, I might not feel like this may be the best relationship, a huge age gap. And then also with the allegations of scamming and all of that, I might not think that that's the best decision for Jen. But at the end of the day, I'm not one to try to beat anything into that grown woman's head when that is what she wants. Should it not work out, she'll find out when she needs to, right? Well, guess what? We're about to tap into some things, okay? Because Jennifer highlights in the previous episode where she felt like Evelyn shouldn't be speaking on her felon of her husband. She needs to be speaking on the felon her daughter had a baby by, okay? The one that just recently lost his home. Okay, so where is little man? Is where he gonna lay his head at? You need to be concerned about where your grandchild is going to be laying their head in comparison to what it is I got going on over here. And at first I was like, Jen, I don't think it's right for you to bring up Evelyn's daughter. If that girl said absolutely nothing about you, shame on you. But at the same time, I thought about it and I said, well, wait a minute. It seems like family is on limits, not off limits. All right, maybe the children are off limits, but Shanice is no longer a child. In addition to that, I don't feel like Christian did anything to Evelyn for her to really have so much to say about what he has going on. I think it's perfectly okay to bring to your friends' attention, like, hey, these are the things that I'm hearing, and I don't think it's a good idea if you move forward in this. And if the friend is like, I hear you, I appreciate you caring about me, but I'm gonna keep moving forward. Or if the friend is like, I don't really want to talk about that right now, you can't get mad and beat it in that person's head. That's just how I feel about it. Evelyn has taken extra measures to dig deeper into whatever Jennifer and Christian has going on, the same way she did when it was Jackie. But if it's her, she's not gonna like it. So being that Evelyn is going so far when it comes to Jennifer's relationship, I feel like, hey, it's on limits. It's on limits if she wants to mention your daughter and your daughter's situation. Right now, okay, because I feel like this Christian ain't saying that to you. You saying all of these things about Christian. You're not trying to get a full understanding. You're saying all of these things. So if Christian decides he may want to clap back at you a little bit, well, you are talking about him, so he can. Now, with that being said, Jennifer, because you brought Shanice into this situation, if Shanice wants to clap back, then guess what? She can. In addition to that, you are speaking on the game and him being a felon. So if he want to be like, hey, don't mention me, keep that between y'all, then I feel like he can. They all may get drugged just like you might get drugged. But hey, it seems like everything is on limits except for the children. All right, except for the children. Now, let's go ahead and talk about it because Evelyn and her daughter does have a podcast together. And I have to shout out Reality Chat because they were able to capture this conversation between Evelyn and her daughter and how her daughter felt about the things that Miss Jennifer had to say about her. And I want us to check it out together. So let's get into it, period. Okay.
And there were, I guess, her rebuttal about me being concerned about her and her relationship from a loving standpoint.
Ma'am, that's not giving concerning. It's not giving caring. And it's damn sure not giving loving if you asking me. I don't care what nobody's talking about. I feel like when you're caring, you're loving, I feel like you would approach the situation like Brandi a bit. Like, hey, we're concerned about you for what? Because we're hearing certain things about your man, this and that. Well, don't worry about me. I'm good, this and that. I understand you don't want me to worry about you. I probably always am going to worry about you, but I will respect where you are with your relationship at this moment, but I'll be here should you need me. I feel like that's how I should go with friendships, okay? You can't beat it in somebody's head. Okay? You can, because she gonna choose that NIGGA damn near every time in my personal, okay? So
point is her rebuttal was, well, Shanice she needs to worry about her daughter because her daughter had a baby by a felon. How do you feel about that? And are you surprised that you are being brought up for the 1,000th time?
So I will start by saying, to play devil's advocate, I think she used the term felon
Yes.
because you said it first about her man. And so she kind of reversed it and said it about, Blaze's dad. So I think that's where she was getting at. No, I'm not surprised. Even if she didn't say that, she's not exactly my cup of tea. Ooh. I feel that Jennifer she's like a lost woman in her 50s. Like, yeah. And it's the second time that it's happened. And obviously she did it the first time around. And this is why I think she's so phony, because the first time around, she apologized. Not taking accountability for her actions, but more so saying, hey, I'm sorry that you were being spoken about. So, and I was like, okay, and she had like these crocodile tears in her eyes, and it was okay. And then you did it again. So I just think, I don't have hate in my heart for Jennifer. If anything, I feel sorry for Jennifer that you had to stoop so low. And also at that time, like, I was frustrated.
It's impossible. I understand the conversation is about Jennifer and you're giving your opinion of how you feel. And I think that you're valid in how you feel about that. But I also think it's crazy for you to sit across from your mom and say that you feel sorry for Jennifer, that she had to stoop that low. But your mama stooped even lower by trying to go and do further research on Jackie and Jen. So I feel sorry for your mom.
Postpartum, like Blaze was like a month or 2 months old. And if anyone has ever been through pregnancies or postpartum, that it's a very sensitive time. Like everything is like high, like your nervous system is like on fire,
Right.
So I just feel that she's self-centered. I think she's selfish. And I don't see her worried about anybody other than herself. Like, I don't see Jennifer as a girl's girl.
Jennifer.
And I haven't seen your mother as a girl's girl for very some time. So it's very interesting in my personal that you would sit across from her and say a lot of things. And that's how you feel. So that's fine. But your mama gotta feel away. Like, oh my God, is my daughter slick talking about me? Because y'all were friends for a very long time, Evelyn, well before we even got introduced to y'all on Basketball Wives. So I would not be surprised if y'all do have some similarities there, right? Y'all, neither one of y'all is the giving girl's girl unless the girl's girl can benefit you in some type of capacity, right? That's what it is that I'm getting. But okay, love. But that's what the daughter said. I want you guys to leave your thoughts and comments down below about how you all are feeling about what she had to say. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to get into this sit down that Jennifer and her husband Christian had over on their YouTube channel. So we're gonna check it out, and I'm gonna let y'all know right out the gate. It is at 2x speed, so it will be a bit fast. All right, so you might have to slow it down just a little bit for yourself, or you can go over and you can watch it at when you get a chance. Okay, that probably would be the best recommendation, would be for you to go check it out over on their page. But we're gonna get into it, and in an effort to get through this more quickly, for me, I'm gonna put it at a faster speed. All right, so let's get into it.
Well, so
somebody asked Jen, why did you bring up her daughter? Cute girl, Marie Swag 7. Why did you bring up daughter, Jen?
Well, I brought up my daughter because I was using it as an example. Like, you're always bringing up Christian, which is my husband, which is my family, and you're so worried about him being a felon. You should be more so. Don't worry about me. I'm a grown woman. I can handle myself. If I fall on my face, guess what? I have to pick myself up. I don't have my mother here. You should worry about your daughter and what your daughter's doing. Your daughter.
I agree. Yes, she's a grown woman. If she falls on her face, she's going to have to get herself up. So let's let it be what it is. Okay. But I understand also, I feel like some of this could be her doing the most for the show, needing a storyline. And she is having to use their situation for one.
Is involved with a felon. So why are you so worried about what the hell I got going on? I'm okay. And that is my point. My point in bringing it up is this analogy. Like, let's get off of this shit. Like, you feel like it's okay to bring up somebody's family, which you're gonna see later down the line, because she does bring up Christian's family. And now, because we're married, Christian is my family, so I'm gonna support him at all costs. It's not for you to be so invested.
Somebody said you did the same thing when she was married to Chad, so how could you get mad at her for looking out for you? Same girl, cute girl, A. Marie Swag.
No, I didn't do the same thing. There's a difference. Somebody asked me there's a huge difference. First of all, somebody asked me on a radio interview what I thought of him, and I said my honest opinion, and I left it at that. Now, whether she chose to bring it on the show and carry along with it, I didn't go trying to investigate him and what he had going on, because at the end of the day, I really didn't give a fuck. So that's the difference.
So like I said, I love your confessionals this season. And we're going to talk to you guys. We want to engage with you guys because number one, we appreciate your support. Our channel was not a channel without you guys supporting it. So I want to be able to engage with you guys and get questions answered because I know we don't do lives like that. So I know you guys have a lot of questions. Someone gave you a compliment and said, I love your confessionals this season and the fashion is so beautiful.
Thank you.
Muhammad,
so much.
thank you, Muhammad.
I see Adrian Coy. What's the emoji about? You can
Oh,
elaborate.
it's the investigation emoji.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I my thing
do you think a man wearing a nose ring is a sign of gay? Nothing. So if a man wears pink, is he gay? If a man wears a skirt, is he gay?
What's a nose ring?
It's just a question, right?
Oh.
So it's like what a person wears does not make them a certain sexuality. Like ASAP Rocky dresses away. Chris Brown dresses away. I can go down the line, right? What you wear or how you carry yourself. You are what you are.
No, okay, hold on. Somebody said it's still not cool for you to bring up Evelyn's daughter. Keep the fight with her. Exactly. Keep the fight with me and leave my husband out of it. Same thing. Like, what are we really talking about here?
Let me clarify that. She did not bring up her. She brought up a similar thing. So Evelyn is attacking me as being a felon, something that happened 10 years ago. My wife said, well, your daughter's dealing with a felon. So I think that's probably something that you should actually put your attention on instead of putting your attention here, right? So since we want to talk about felons,
Christian, I see what you're saying. Okay, me being a felon was 10 years ago, but what about him? And he's having things happening currently. It's crazy.
wife then doubled back and said, okay, your daughter's done with a felon, right? She didn't come after Shaunie. She didn't come after anything. She just said, listen, this is exactly what it is. You should probably keep your censors or your investigations or whatever in your household.
Yeah, my whole thing was like, worry about what's going on in your house and not my house, because we're actually good over here. And obviously you guys watch the show. It's 44 minutes. It's edited. You can't see everything that happens. So that's why I love that we have this channel and we can talk to you guys and we can really engage and we can tell our side of the story, which can't wait to get into that. But yeah, my thing is this: when you're married and everybody is on the outside and you keep the noise on the outside. And that's how you have successful marriages. Is everything perfect?
No. No, it's not. Like, no marriage is perfect, no relationship is perfect. But I will get relationship advice or marriage advice from Christie before I get it from Evelyn Lozada. And we have marriage counselors, we have pastors that guide us through and they help us and they guide us and lead us. Of course, God is,
shout out to our marriage counselors.
God is of course the supreme being, but we do have those people in human form in the flesh that are actually honored and and they honor us, we honor them, and they help us.
Hey, Christian, let me tell you something. You probably watching these. You do this thing where I feel like you haven't been heard when you were younger, because when Jen talks, sometimes you get a little louder in an effort to be heard and you cut her off. I would speak for a few people when I say I don't like that. Okay? Just remember what you finna say, and when she wrap it up, did say what you gotta say, or say, can I get in for a second, or what, something. But like the over talking is bothering me.
To marriage, because it's not easy. Life is not easy. Being a husband is not easy. Being a wife is not easy. It is an everyday thing. Like, you have to show up every single day, right? So yeah, I mean, are we great? We're great. Like, we have fun. We were just talking to one of our friends. The girl that does Jennifer's eyebrows, Gigi. Shout out Gigi if you want to live.
Yes, my
birthday. But we were just having a real genuine conversation. And we were just like, listen, man, like, and Gigi's married too, so she gets it. So we're able to have that conversation, and she understands, like, being able to come home to someone, being able to confide in someone, being able to call someone your safe space and your security. It's nothing like that. And a lot of people that are vibrating at a point in their life where they just feel like they can't find someone. Listen, I'm here to tell you on this live, and also Evelyn Lozada, there's someone out there for everybody. Even you have slaved me, betrayed me. I don't care what you said about me. Oh, he's a scammer, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, I hope that God puts love in your heart and you're able to find someone that you can build with, that you can love, so you can stay the fuck out of our business.
So somebody said, Evelyn said you can't walk the streets of LA. Wonder if it's because of the game. First of all, I can walk the streets of LA very fine.
She used to live there.
I know
Last
that's
time I checked, Laura Govan said Evelyn was hiding out in Whole Foods, ducking between aisles because she was scared to have Laura pull up on her. So I don't know, maybe she was talking about herself, because I'm cool walking the streets of LA. And I actually am not a street walker, but if I had to walk the streets of LA, I would be okay. Let's just make that very clear.
For sure.
I don't walk the streets. Actually,
I'm sorry. Y'all can hate Jen all y'all want. Y'all can hate Jen all y'all want. But I'm liking the shit talking that Jen is doing. But I hate that in my personal, it comes because now she got this man, right? And now she's really on her, like, what you said, because it's attached to him and you ain't finna talk about my man. And I just want her to always have that energy for herself. Don't let nobody play with you as a woman in general, okay? So people be like, Jen, shut up, you this, that, and it's like, man, how many times, if it's somebody, if any of y'all let somebody just keep talking to y'all any kind of way, like, at some point y'all gonna start saying something. Right? Unfortunately, I feel like, I don't know, he probably gave her the support, the oomph to just go ahead, get in there, so tell her how you feel, I can appreciate it. Get fly. Okay, but, anywho.
calling in. So yeah.
Big one.
But
talk your talk. You talking? No, listen. Go ahead. Listen, my wife got it. Y'all ask her a question. Give her. Listen, she got it. Let's go. Let's go.
No, but who's this? All about food first. Your real friends that want to
She
support
talking,
you
ain't
and not
it?
going to be against you. Absolutely. So I have my real friends. I have my friends that pull up for me. I have friends from first grade, and there's a
What?
tribe of us. We support each
First
other.
grade,
We go on
damn.
vacations. Now this is something obviously you don't see on the show, but I actually have real friends. I have my real best friend that is totally amazing. And my thing is this: even if they have concerns. I'm okay with people being concerned. I feel like it's a way you do it, right? And we can have a private conversation, but to try and humiliate a person or try and embarrass a person, I just don't vibrate that low. So that wouldn't be my thing, right? And I don't have to agree with who you decide to be with, and that's okay, because guess what? I don't have to be with them. Like I said at the premiere party, I don't have to fuck them at night. Like it's okay. But I just feel like everybody needs to worry about what's going on in their own households and not what's going on in mine, and then all will be good. Because the thing is this: people don't want to talk about what's going on in their house. I wonder why. Right? So every season, you have last season, Evelyn was so focused on Jackie and investigating Jackie and what the hell she had going on, which did not concern her. So now this season, you're so investigated in Jennifer, what Jennifer has going on. Now you're investigating my husband. Let's just say all of it was true. What does it do for you? How does it affect your bottom line? And what is the point? The point is what? You're still going to continue to live your life. It doesn't affect you. So why are you so invested? My thing is like, shit that don't involve me. Leave me out the group chat. Like, I actually don't want to know. I will chime in if you ask me your opinion. Other than that, it's cool. But I feel like, you know what? It might be Evelyn really has something against Black women. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there because I feel like every season she is trying to go in on a Black woman. And that's just real.
Hey, Monica, can you go downstairs real quick and grab something?
But okay, people were trying to say, first of all, my thoughts on this is, although I'm not, I'll just say this. It's a lot of, all the women on the show are Black except for Evelyn. So at some point, in order to create a show, she is going to go in on a Black woman. She's been doing it this entire since we've known her, right? She surrounds herself with primarily Black women. When it came to the OG situation, I feel like that was a bit different because OG was much more darker, and she gave the I guess the aggression or whatever, she gave the energy that Evelyn tries to portray that she has, okay? And once she meets somebody that's bigger and badder than her, she don't know how to handle it, and y'all want to isolate her and treat her like she's so much of a problem, as if Evelyn hasn't been doing shit for years, okay? It definitely was giving colorism, and how we saw it play out was so disgusting. That's why I can't fully go up for Mark Lamont Hill like I be wanting to when I watch the Joe Budden show, because I love how he be getting ish ass just a little bit, but at the same time, I can't go up for him because he even was up there enjoying and kind of laughing at some of the shit, and y'all got this lady isolated in a whole nother room. Why she can't sit on the stage? Y'all brought other women on the stage to sit up in front of each other before, when Tammy has threatened to beat a bitch ass and Evelyn. So now y'all trying to, like, it was just, I don't like it. It was featureism involved, colorism. It was a lot of shit involved in there, and I did not like it. But Jen, I also feel like you contributed to the friendship in some capacity. You've been okay with it in some capacity, but now that she's on your hilltop yet again, and it's attached to this man, now you want to sit up here and say that she got an issue with Black women. Like, yeah, that didn't make sense. I know where you were trying to take this, and it just really wasn't gonna fly that way. It don't. It didn't work this time, baby. Nah, because you've been cool with it up until now.
For me, it's in a bag. No, we keep it real. We keep it transparent over here. Downstairs in the meeting room, when you walk in,
you trying to bring a Black woman down. You trying to bring a Black man down. Like, cut it out.
So real quick, Armani's coming with the real receipt. Because I'm gonna give you one more chance. And I don't really care about comments like that. Of course, you guys see me on Instagram. You go through my page, like, I laugh at y'all's comments. Like, the negativity, I laugh at. But there's one person on this live. You bring a lot of negativity. I'm gonna give you a chance. But if you continue, I'm gonna continue with this question to your answer, right? But I want you to understand something. Whoever you are, Black woman, Black man, I don't care what race you are, whatever you are, don't be dumb to the media. The media wants to make you stupid. Because you have to understand, when we film, it's all edited. They show what they want you to see. We film for hours, and we talk about real life situations, but only a couple of seconds of every single scene will make it. Do we have a marriage license? That's the wrong bag. Shopping bag. No. Grab a shopping bag. It's from. We're gonna reveal the marriage license so you guys can see for yourself. Because of course on the show, Evelyn said, "Oh, that's her boyfriend. They're not married." And you want to start on that day while we wait on this receipt?
Yeah. So, just because of everything that happened, obviously it's no secret. Christian had to go to jail before.
But Jackie also said that the marriage y'all had in Paris wasn't the real wedding, or the wedding y'all had in Paris wasn't the real one, but the one that we gonna see on the show is the real one. So at the time that Evelyn said it, is my question: were y'all married or were y'all not?
He actually got married. He went to jail that
it
Friday.
Don't matter now,
we were flying out to Paris that Monday. So when everything happened and there was a warrant for his arrest, prior to that, we were supposed to go to Vegas, right? Because if anybody got married out the country, you have to get your marriage license in the US. But we couldn't travel, and we didn't want to do it in Georgia because we're not staying here. We're actually moving. So we wanted to do it where we were moving. And we couldn't do it because of everything that was going on. So, we went to go get married in Paris. Our marriage counselors, who are pastors, they married us, right? Now, for me, when I take an oath with God,
look at us. We look so well, we look.
When I take an oath with God, that's what really matters, and that's what we did, right? And so we always knew, like, okay, yeah, we got to go back and
look at us, y'all. This is just in the thing, but I'm gonna give a minute.
What is this from?
It's from a random Mexican restaurant in LA. We just took pictures, you know what I'm saying? But look at my auntie is on the live, and uncle. Shout out to
auntie and uncle. Hold us down.
Hold us down.
Auntie Lauren and Uncle Leonard.
Now, are they gonna see them on the show or what?
Absolutely.
Y'all is gonna get real crazy. It's gonna get real crazy. But let me see. I think this is a marriage.
Wait, so I was going. So yeah. So we.
No, this is our marriage. I mean, this is our counseling stuff, but the marriage license is actually upstairs.
So yeah, so we had always planned to do it that way, but obviously God had other plans for us, and we had to do it reverse. But absolutely, we are married. But here's the thing: what if we weren't?
It's online, guys. Just go look it up.
What if we decided we wanted to take an oath with God, and that was significant for us? What does it matter to you? What does it matter to you?
Well, baby,
Because
no,
you don't even have a fucking boyfriend. Nobody's even taking you to go to a wedding shop to go even look at some dresses. So why are you? My thing is, the investment is crazy to me. I would not be that invested in somebody. Whatever you choose and whatever is right for your life, who am I to say what's right or wrong? I have no judgment. I'm not God. If it works for you, I love it, and that's it. That really is it.
Somebody said, Jen, you're not your husband. Don't owe anyone anything, especially that evil spawn. Praise God. You know your husband. Don't owe anyone anything. Praise God. We don't. We owe it to God. Like God ordained this. And listen, we're completely fine, fam. Like it's not. This is. I don't know how many times we have to say it. We don't. Listen, we have a. We're good.
I'm gonna say it again, like I said at the premiere party in LA. With shout out to BT and VH1 because it took us 12 seasons to get a premiere party. They have never given us a premiere party. But what I said was, happy hoes ain't hating, and that's the absolute truth. So I don't care what anybody has going on, but make sure if you want to talk about somebody else's shit, that your shit is pristine. Because
didn't her daughter's father just lose his house? Evelyn needs to. Well, I'll let my wife talk about that. Where the hell is our marriage license?
Hey Priscilla,
Priscilla has a very.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you want to talk about, victims and allegations, you definitely have a lot to talk about as opposed to over here. But babe, I want you to get your phone so we can really pull out the real receipts. So tonight, obviously on the show, they show, hey, can you guys cut that off? So tonight okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna try and read some of this. Why didn't she show up is the real question. I have no idea why she didn't show up to the premiere party. Again, this is the first time that they've ever done a premiere party for us. And regardless of what's going on, I feel like we owed it to the network to definitely show up and support because they put a lot of effort into this. Obviously, the first time they had a budget to do this, but I can't answer why she didn't show up. I mean, you guys can speculate. Maybe you can, ask her. But yeah, I don't know why she didn't show up.
Sorry about the noise, y'all.
This marriage been around in 15 years. I don't have a crystal ball, but what that was.
You see that? We had our official wedding in Paris. And if anybody that's married on this live understands that spiritual covenant is more important than a legal document. But of course, we were going to do it. This was not because of, Evelyn said they're not married. So we got some paraphernalia. We got some, I don't know if I'm going to fit this, but
I'm taking it.
We had a beautiful, and you guys, we're going to give you, you guys got to
yeah, but we can't.
You guys stay tuned, right? You guys stay tuned. But listen, let me see.
So basically, y'all finna move to Las Vegas, okay? So that's what
Yeah, but that's fine. We don't have to prove
Jen
anything.
just confirmed. They finna move to Las Vegas. I don't know what's out there in Vegas that everybody is moving to, okay? But it looks like they headed out that way too.
No. Because I love receipts too, and you should too. Let me cover up this card information though. Y'all got to pay for marriage license. Y'all know that though.
All right, fine. It's fine. You don't have to prove
Clark
it.
County, Clerk, Marriage Bureau, boom. That's all you got to see. Screenshot it, zoom in, send it to Shade Room, neighborhood talk, whatever you want to do. But y'all know me, I ain't got no filter. So.
Okay, speaking of receipts, let's just jump right into the receipts, right? Okay, so let's get into Kiki, aka Carl's fake cousin. Babe, you want to pull up the receipts since you got all the receipts out? You want to pull up the receipts? So okay,
boom, all right, boom. All right, listen.
yeah, because it's like we got a stalker attorney that is uber fucking invested. So my thing is this.
Carmen, you will be blocked from the live.
Oh, let me see, because Auntie said.
Thank you for your service, Carmen, but you will be blocked from the live.
Okay,
we're not doing
so
that.
speaking of receipts, let's go into Kiki. So Kiki said that Christian took her $1,500 and she never heard from him again. That's a lie. Kiki, what's her name? Kiki said, oh, they rolling around and wearing Rolexes and all of that. That's a lie. It's a Patek. I wear Patek. I mean, I do have Rolexes, but the picture they showed, it was a Patek. So get your Swiss brands right. And obviously we're filming a show. Jackie scrolled through all of the receipts. It wasn't screenshots with Kiki, and her saying that Christian, she never heard from him again, is a lie. And you can go through and pull up the receipts. Wait, we gonna get to Auntie. We gonna go through and pull up the receipts.
So if you guys can recall, on the episode, on the Zoom call her and Evelyn had, she said that she never heard from me when she sent me $1,500. So let me clarify something. My fee at the time, because I no longer do account management, so let's lay that out there. So don't reach out to me if you want your account.
And anybody can trade. You could be a felon. You could be a 12-year-old.
You could be a kid. You could be a grandma. You could be a grandpa. You could be. It doesn't matter. If you can make an account, if you can fund it, you can trade. Right? It doesn't matter if you know what you're doing or you don't know what you're doing. So July 5th of 2023, she decided to reach out to me on Instagram. I gave her my contact, and we went from there. So July 3rd. So that was July 5th, 2023. So you guys can see this is actually this is not a screenshot. These are real messages. Just like I gave Jackie my phone, and I said I don't do screenshots. So I'm going to go down, and I'm going to let you guys know. Good morning, Kiki. I hope all is well with you. It's Thursday. Are you ready to get things rolling? She said, good morning. I am, as you guys can see. Let me let you read it. This is live, so let me let you read it. Okay. So I asked her, she asked what my Zelle was, because I think on the thing she said, she talked about Cash App, right? My line of business, I don't prefer Cash App. That's really not how we do transactions. That is like the end all be all if nothing else works. So she said, okay, cool, paying acceptance. Now, let me bring you up to speed on this. My fee normally to manage is $3,500. That's just to manage your account. That is not what you invested. That is not.
I figure he charged more.
I gave her a discount, and I said, okay, because she had this whole spiel about being like she's struggling financially. I said, okay, cool, I'll help you out. It'll be $1,500, and then you have to fund your account, and whatever you fund your account with is what I can manage for you. She then sent the money. From there, as you guys can see, because her Zelle did not work, she did cash out the $1,500. Right? This is real. This is just so you know it's coming from Kiki. This is her. Let me know if you got it. You're locked in. Adding you to the spreadsheet now. Okay, thanks. You're already in Telegram, correct? Yes. just so you guys can see this. Because according to the episode 1, she said she never heard back from me when she sent the money.
So it seemed like all of this was in 2023, so a year prior. Okay.
You gotta be careful how you deliver messages now, right? This is exactly the conversation after. These are all follow-ups. Hey, Christian, I hope you're well. She reaches out about a deposit. I said, I'm about to go and film shortly, which I was. I can either walk you through it once I'm wrapped up, or I can call you first thing in the AM to help you just to make sure you're doing it right. Okay, go ahead. Tomorrow is fine. Talk to you later. Thanks. Just so you know, it's not a different person. It is her. I just want to show you guys real receipts, and make sure you read those comments as I'm going through this, because I
Well,
want to
make sure you show us when you were trying to give her explanation, give her the clarity that she needed, because she said because she didn't get clarity is why she wanted her money back. So did you show her that?
I'm addressing questions. I said tomorrow, let's get funded. I have an appointment at 12:30 Pacific Standard Time, but we can make it happen before then. Okay, I have a few appointments, but definitely ready. Thanks. No response after that. She then followed up on the 20th, and she said, hey, I'm just seeing this, not sure. I will see what that is about in 20 minutes. 2 days go by. Good afternoon. I'm not completely sure. I try to add money, but I don't think it takes dollars. So I'm not sure which one to select. I said, great afternoon. So the way to fund is via Bitcoin. So a lot of you don't understand what trading, how it works. When you fund a trade account, you have to fund it via cryptocurrency. You can't say, hey, here's my card number, here's my debit card number. That's not how it works. You have to fund via crypto. Via crypto, go straight to your trade account, and it converts over to United States dollars, and then you're able to trade the fiat from there. Those that don't know what fiat is,
They're saying it's blurry, so they want to. I don't know. They can't see.
Can you see now? This is just so you know, here's a name.
Kiki.
Well, Kiki for short. So when it first came to me, Kiki, I was like, I don't know what Kiki is because I know people had a government name, right? So that then turned into, okay, I think I misunderstood. I thought it was trading in cash and I could pull out cash daily or whenever in real time. Okay, so there's a conversion tool. All right, I said, give me a call when you can. She said, okay, never call. Give me a call when you can. Okay, never call. But apparently I never reached back out to her when she said $1,500. First of all, family, I weigh my ass for $1,500 and so does she. And it's not an arrogant statement, but longevity of my company and longevity as far as when it comes to integrity, when it comes to reputation, I've been running my business since COVID. So you guys didn't hear anything about this until I became an enemy of the public eye, right? So then it gets real spicy. Hey, friend, hold on. This was July 24th of 2023. Don't forget to call me this week so we can get your account going. Okay, we'll do hopefully by Wednesday. Okay, just keep me posted. Okay. So from July to October, if I'm doing my math right, it's like 3 months, correct? That's a little bit, maybe 90 days. Hey, friend, I just saw a trailer for Basketball Wives. I don't do well with folks that talk bad about my friends. I may not can watch.
So she never reached out to him for him to give her the information that she needed.
This. Why is Plastic Face looking up Jen's man? Mind your own business, lady.
Talking about Vanessa, by the way, calling her plastic face. Now, this is supposed to be a client, somebody that she never heard from. Once she gave the $1,500, calling her plastic face on the show. You did see that she said she fights people. I know you don't. She then proceeded to call him boo. And then when we started filming this season, because we could fast forward past all of this bullshit. So then when we started filming this season, she reached out to you and said,
mind you, she first reached out to me in July of 2023. When we filmed this, y'all, it was November of 2024. So we're talking 17 months. 17 months, all right? So mind you, she paid my fee, but she never funded the account.
And that was a full fee.
And I gave her a break because I work with people. Because I understand I've been at the bottom before. I know what it feels like to be broke. I know what it feels like to be hungry and want to get to a level of success. I've been there. I'm no different than nobody else. The only difference is I put the work in. So it then proceeds to, you may not fight women, but I do. This is gonna piss me off. I'm gonna watch to help the ratings, but I hate mess and drama. I said I'm not fazed by it. I'm keeping it like.
Did she forget?
We're not doing this, right?
Did she forget she gave you the 15? I'm so confused. Like, if he hit you up in July and told you to make sure that you give me the call, then what you doing, ma'am? Ma'am.
I then sent the update to my clients on January 3rd of 2024. Mind you guys, what you're watching right now is not in real time. We filmed this already. So you gotta track.
Yeah, we started filming in November, just so you guys have a timeline.
Friday, August 30th.
But I need to go back just a little piece though, because I'm trying to figure out
when we started filming this season, because we could fast forward past all of this bullshit. So then when we started filming this season, she reached out to you and said,
mind you, she first reached out to me in July of 2023. When we filmed this, y'all, it was November of 2024. So we're talking 17 months.
So
that's Plastic Face looking up Jen's man. Mind your own business, lady. So then it gets real spicy. Hey, friend, hold on. This was July 24th of 2020.
So July 24, 2023, don't forget to call me this week so we can get your account going. So he reached out to her like, yo, don't forget we need to get this together. She says, we'll do hopefully by Wednesday. He said, okay, just keep me posted. She said, hopefully by Wednesday. She did not follow through. And then October 9th was when she said, oh, I just saw the trailer. This, that. I mean, ma'am, did you forget that you gave the man the money? So why would you then say that you didn't get? And I asked that when we did the video. I said something in my review, I believe, where I was like, when did she send this information in comparison to when y'all started filming? Because for her to say, oh, I want my money back because I didn't get the clarity that I was seeking on giving, right? So now I feel like the reason she asked him for the money back later in 2024 is what it seems like was because she was filming with Evelyn at that point. Is what I'm thinking, but I don't know. So hopefully he could tell us. But anywho, let's get down.
Don't forget to call me this week so we can get your account going. Okay, we'll do hopefully by Wednesday. Okay, just keep me posted. Okay. So we're talking 17 months. 17 months. All right. So mind you, she paid my fee, but she never funded the account.
And that was a full fee.
And I gave her a break because I work with people, right? I then sent the update to my clients.
And this was in
on January 3rd.
January 3rd of 2024. As we began in a highly anticipated prosperous year, I wanted to reach out to you to specifically because at some point you were once enrolled in lifetime account management, which means you have access to the program for life. Essentially, when it comes to investing, there's wins and losses. Fortunately, with this program, it is still standing because our wins outweigh the losses, whatever, no matter what your starting balance is.
2024.
In the past, when we did for all my okay, so he
what
gave
you're
her
watching right
some
now is not real time.
detail.
We filmed this already, so you gotta track.
Yeah, we started filming in November, just so you guys have a timeline.
Friday, August 30th at 4:40. Sorry, 16 40 hours, right?
Hey Christian, I came across this video. Be careful, boo. They're coming for you. Hi Christian. Okay, so then November 7th. So this is last year. So the man, so you were supposed to start this in 2023. I'm sorry, yeah, 2023. You were supposed to start this. And you never reached out to him to get your account funded. Christian sent this long message to you, and y'all can feel how y'all want to feel about it. Christian sent this long message to you in January of 2024, and you still did not respond to this man so that you could get your fucking account funded until August 30th when you saw something and said, oh my God, they coming for you, whoop de whoop de whoop. And then now November 7th, you want to sit up here and say that you want the money back after they had pretty much started filming. So that confirms to me that this was a scheme that Evelyn set up just a little bit. Now, granted, I'm not saying Evelyn gave the lady the money to invest in Christian. I do think this is what this woman initially wanted. That's my opinion of that. But after y'all start filming, right? I don't know what it was. I don't know if you saw that you weren't getting further with this man or something. I don't know if it's because he officially married Jennifer or what the hell was going on as to why you now feel like, oh, I want my 1,500 back. I tried to get clarity on the trading and never connected. So obviously with all the back and forth, I've gone with someone, but with like a refund. All the after back and forth I've gone with someone or I've done with someone, I want a refund. I paid through cash. I don't know what she meant by that, but yeah, this is Kiki from Texas. I paid $1,500 for a lifetime trading fee, and he sent you this in January, but you didn't get back to him until August 30th, unless there were some phone conversations that were being had. So I don't know if she ever called him after that for him to give her the clarity. Did she call? And can she show the records where she called and he was putting her off like, hey, let me get back to you? Because it seemed like he do a lot of his stuff via text unless he need to get on the phone with you to actually talk to you about something. So is it possible that she was calling and they talked? Because that's a long time from January until August.
Military time. She said, hey, Christian, I came across this video. Be careful, boo. They're coming for you. I'm not sure what's going on, but FYI.
That's crazy.
So these are real receipts, and I can really keep going, but you guys understand that what she said on the show was she sent me her money that was supposed to be invested, which was actually the fee for me to do it for her, but never funded her account. But she also stated that she sent it to me, and I just ran away and never spoke to her again.
So Tiff Virtual Life, who's calling him boo? That was
kind of
Kiki.
what
Kiki
she
calls him boo,
said.
as he just showed on the screen. So Kiki, the same woman that was filming the scene with Evelyn that said she never heard from him again, she was the same one that was calling him boo, just for clarity.
So Latrice, I understand what you're
Yeah, I see what Jen trying to say, and I won't even rule out what Jen is trying to say because it's like you were trying to start a different type of rapport with him. Because I personally feel like she found a man attractive. So be careful, boo, this, that, and other. Now, granted, some people say boo for everything, but that's a little interesting. You done gave this man $1,500 and forgot, thinking that he's supposed to invest into your account, but he had already told you that you still got to go do your Bitcoin, and don't forget to call me so we can set up your account, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, some about it ain't clean. I feel like there's still information that is missing. I don't want to solely blame her, and I'm not going to solely blame Christian. I just feel like I need additional details as well because it's a little sketchy betchy with the etchy wetchy. Okay. Oh my God. Did I get invited? What day is that? That's crazy. Oh, that's what's up. Okay. Anywho, y'all, that's something different, but I'm really excited about that. That's cool. Okay. Aside from that, so yeah, like it's not I can't say that I fully believe either party because also Christian, you did say somewhere you felt like she was deserving of a refund, but then once she told you, you should have automatically gave her the $1,500 back. I feel like that should have been refunded before you even had any sit down with this woman to talk to Jackie Christie about it, especially when you found the receipts, the details. Okay,
what you're saying, keep everyone out of your marriage, just focus on your own. The public will try to destroy your marriage. We don't, well, we actually do. But we signed up for this, right?
Yeah, somebody said, was there a contract involved?
Yes, there was an agreement involved. But let me get there. Good question. So I actually said that she was entitled.
Olivia Nicole said, was there a contract involved?
She's entitled to a refund because
Let's
in my
talk about
agreement, it says if you pay the fee, Or if you pay the fee and I start trading on your behalf with the amount that you have invested, your fee is not refundable because I've already started trading on your behalf. I never got to the point to start trading on Kiki's behalf because she paid the fee, but she didn't fund her account. So I said, you're entitled to a refund or reimbursement.
Oh, this makes a little sense to me. Y'all could be mad about it, baby. What it sounds like to me, the reason Kiki was taking gaps with reaching out to him is because she was trying to come up with some more money to put into that account in order for her to actually have something to fund with. And I think that she never really got up the coinage to be able to do that. So on her end, since she, in my opinion, okay, these are not facts, it's just how I'm looking at it. Since she did not have the money to fund and this opportunity came up for her to try and quote unquote blast him or whatever the case was, when really you didn't do your part, right? She went to Evelyn, said what she said, and now she probably in a bind just a little bit. Let me get my $1,500 back. Let me tell him, hey, I didn't fund my account, whatever the case is. Let me get my damn money back. Whoop de whoop de whoop. Okay. So she probably never was able to come up with the money to fund the account after giving him $1,500, which I completely understand because $1,500 is a lot to a lot of people, right? But he's saying he gave you a contract to where you should have understood that. So now at the same time, it is kind of making me feel like this could be a scheme that Evelyn and her came up with. And this is alleged, and this is just my opinion of it, where y'all probably did, hey, since you know you're going to get the money back if you don't fund the account, at least give him the $1,500. Like, give him the $1,500, then let's concoct whatever X, Y, and Z, okay? And I know Evelyn may watch this and be like, girl, now why the hell would I go that far? I don't know why the fuck would you go that far to dig into somebody's information like that, her and Jackie, okay? But aside from that, you know, anything is possible, as Miss Portia Williams say. Anything is possible. You feel what I'm saying? So, girl, yeah, like, what the hell? Like, what's the day? Like, yeah, hold on, let me check something real quick. What's the day? Okay, cool. But anywho, y'all let me know y'all thoughts about it. Let's keep going.
Sent her, right? I sent her something called a release form, something that we both have in black and white, so both parties are held accountable. And she never signed it. She acknowledged the email that she received it, but she never signed my release form. I'm not going to send you money back and you don't sign the release because we need this in black and white. I'm not going to send anything because I can send something. You can still say that I didn't send you your money back. So this is not how we're doing. We're going to do it.
Well, I disagree with you there, Christian, because she could say that she never got the money back if you have the screenshots from the Zelle or specifically the Cash App and you put in the form that you did send that money back to her. And also you put an email like, hey, I am sending you the money back for X, Y, and Z according to your email, according to your text message here. Yeah, and you outline everything that's going on and you send that over to her. That's how you cover your own ass. So I feel like in my personal, you're giving excuses as to why you're not going to give this woman her $1,500 back. And that is where people will label you as the scammer. Okay, because that's scam-ish. At the end of the day, if you feel like she's owed the money, get a lady her fucking money back. And if she's not going to cover her ass, you cover yours even without that documentation you say and feel that you need so damn badly. Okay, so that's just how I feel about that. Let's keep going. And I got to wrap this up because I got other shit I got to get to.
Which brokers do you fund with crypto? Which brokers fund with crypto? Crypto brokers like TradeAway, TradeStation funds with USD. So when the platforms I trade with, I've used KOT, I've used Hugo's Way, I've used Trade Ninja Trader, I've used TradeAway when I'm trading futures. I've used them all. I've been doing this almost 6 years full time. So I've used a lot. Most of these brokers are offshore. So that's the answer. And honestly, the only broker that will allow you to use a credit card, I believe, is MyFX funds. I believe so. If they haven't changed it, but typically you have to fund through Bitcoin or another cryptocurrency.
Oh, we got Auntie.
We got Auntie here, y'all. Listen, chime in. Hey, listen, drop some hearts in the chat. Drop some hearts in the chat for Auntie. Listen, they have been here with us through thick and thin, and we love them, my auntie and my uncle. And I'll let her tell her side of the story. I'm not gonna speak on her bad. I'm gonna put you on a stand, and I'm gonna let you tell.
Well, we haven't got to that in the episode yet, so let's not spoil it. But yeah.
I'm gonna pause right there, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause right there. Okay, if you guys want to see more, you guys can go ahead and go and check it out. If I remember, then maybe we could come back to it at a later time, probably after the upcoming episode, or whatnot. But at this time, that is all that I have, and I really want to hear from you guys and how you're feeling about the situation when it comes to Christian and all of this Jennifer stuff and everything. Okay. So I see fault on both sides. You know, I know a lot of you guys are going to get a takeaway of Jami, you're defending Christian. I don't give a damn. I'm going to tell you right there out the gate. Okay. You do not have to defend him. I'm not trying to defend him, but if that's what it looks like, I'm okay with that because I am just looking at the situation for what it is based on the evidence he is presenting and creating my own breakdown from that. All right. And I'm waiting for the lady to bring out additional information too. Okay. And I clearly have told him he was wrong for not giving her that $1,500 back. So if you choose not to hear that, that's totally on you. Okay. I'm going to be on to the next thing. All right. But Go on, leave your thoughts and comments down below. I know you're going to do that anyway because did you how y'all is, honey. All right. But, another thing, before we go away, before we get away from that, I do want us to get real quick before I go. I was just about to be out of here, but I forgot we have to get into this. So Evelyn Lozada posted up screenshots of where she's tried to reach out to Jennifer, and Jennifer has not been open to responding to her. All right. She says, crazy how the same people spreading lies are the ones I showed love to. Wish you the best, though. The first screenshot is from Reunion Day, hot mic moment. The second screenshot is from before her wedding / arrest. Okay. If you are up to it, I will call you tomorrow to explain what that conversation with the private eyes was about. Off camera, they basically forced me today to have an opinion about you and your relationship, which all season I told them I didn't want to because I didn't want it to create drama between us. I will be emailing such and such tomorrow, right? Have a safe flight. I'm sorry if that was hurtful. And then that was in July 30th. So then Evelyn hit her up again September 6th. Hey Jen, I wanted to reach out to you privately again, even though you didn't respond to my last message since we filmed the reunion. I love you and hope and pray this doesn't upset you more, but I'm genuinely worried about you. I know I've known you for a long time, and I feel like what's being in your life right now is God's will because he is protecting you, my friend. Please don't ignore the signs he's giving you. I pray that you consider moving forward with the legal marriage. Reconsider. I'm sorry. Moving forward with the legal marriage. Don't bind yourself in this way. You are worth so much more than this situation. Who cares about public opinion? You still have the chance to step back and take your time with this. I love you and I'm here for you if you need to talk. This is nothing to do with the show. Just please think about it. All right. Please. Now, I'm glad Evelyn showed those text messages because in my personal opinion, this is where I am in support of Evelyn. When you sent a message and you reached out, even though Jen did not respond to her, Evelyn was still willing to say one more time, all right? I'm going to say it one more time, but I'm still here for you. I love you, whatever. And that is what I'm in support of. But for you to bring that shit to the show and try to bring this woman to the show to try and make this man look like more of a scammer than what he is or whatever, in my personal, I feel like that's not your place or your business. Just a little bit. Okay, maybe get Jackie Christie to do it, especially if you're supposed to be a genuine friend to her. I feel like anybody that's in a relationship and they have a friend that brings somebody or brings something onto the show to make them look bad as far as their partner or whatever, like Evelyn would damn sure feel away if Jen would have brought Ocho Cinco's something that he may have done to the show. She wouldn't like this shit at all. So I just feel like I'm in support of the private part. And I understand that Jen didn't want to talk to her or whatever the case is. Sometimes you got to give people space, time, whatever. I still love you from a distance. It's all good. But when you get on camera and you're mad because she's not willing to receive what you have to say, that she don't have to. She does not have to receive shit that you're saying. High key. Okay, so to get angry and upset and yell and hoop and holler, it just was unnecessary, and you're creating unnecessary stress for yourself because she's a grown woman. She's gonna make her own decision. She's gonna do what she want to do anyway because guess what? That's just how she is. Okay, so child, listen, that's all I got. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below, honey. Like I said, I'm Jami, that's me. Like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Do all of that, girl. Follow me. Catch you in the next one, honey. Bye.
Yeah, tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invade the gym, high elevator.